Hi there, it's me, Mand, in the office. Done my hair again. I've got a little bit of streak of purple there where it didn't quite, the blue didn't come out, but that's all right. I can live with that. Right now, here's a little thing about an ADHD story. Here's my tablet, my yellow tablet, and I thought this was quite positive representation of ADHD, but it's one of those things that's like, oh my god, why haven't I got my shit together? But you kind of think, well, maybe these people have just got a lot of people going in their corner, or maybe they just don't have the same kind of shit that I've got going on. Anyway, it's nice. It's a nice thing. But there's an artist who oh darn it, Shauna Richardson. Shauna Richardson. I hope that's how I pronounced it right. Shauna Richardson, based in Norfolk. She's a contemporary artist. She's also a lecturer at a university as well, which is great. I did invite her to do the adcast, but she's not got back to me. But sorry, I'm an artist as well, but I don't have as much exposure, I guess, or something. Like maybe it's because I haven't thought of anything really brilliant, or maybe it's just that I haven't got the confidence, or whatever. But Shauna Richardson is she's been doing crochet art for a long time. She used to do like stuffed animals, and now she's doing loo roll dolls, but she's doing them in the style of drag queens. So she's got like these kind of guy bodies and plastic guy bodies, and then she kind of crochets like a dress on them that covers the toilet roll. I can't really describe it very well, but it's on the BBC website, so you can have a look at that. I mean, they are hilarious, actually. They kind of remind me of He-Man or something. And she says here, generally the more aggressive the character, the more they end up in baby pink, which is lovely, actually, because that's a real sort of poke in the eye for toxic masculinity as well. But it's fun. It's in the 70s, people used to have these things, and sometimes you still see these things where they've like crocheted or sort of made things to go on toilet seats and things, and it's really gross and just like, it's icky, and actually, now come to think of it, it reminds me of, there was a sitcom in England, and it's all to do with it was called Keeping Up Appearances, and there's this character called Hyacinth Bouquet, and she would cover up her toilet rolls as well, because heaven forfend anyone would actually see toilet rolls, So I find this hilarious, because it's I mean, Richardson did realistic life-size crochet animal sculptures, and it says, although having crochet in common, this work is very different from the other ones. There's several mats to and made with one solar colour. So the animals with one solar colour, but the Johns, as she calls them, are quickly created 2 or 3 in the day. They represent a bright injection of colour and frivolity. I mean, they are funny. They are so funny, and I don't know where she gets the plastic dolls from, but there's a picture of her on the BBC website, and she's having the time of her life. She's like grinning away, and she's a bit like me. She's got mad hair. I mean, hers is grey, and I can't wait to go grey, actually. I think it's funky, but she's got short, spiky hair. She's got glasses and everything, and it's just lovely. Excuse me, I've got a bit of pizza in my teeth. Disgusting. And she was saying about how ADHD can inspire people, and she says, living with ADHD has its interesting moments. There are frequent random idea blurts for a start. She said, this one landed during lockdown when I was out walking the beach with Bob the dog. It made me laugh out loud. Thankfully, the only living thing with it in the earshot was Bob. Now, this reminds me of like when I get a good idea and I'm like, oh, yeah, let's do this. And the cats are looking at me like, oh, what the frick? But yeah, sometimes it is just like a little sparkler going off in the brain. But the problem with having ADHD is that you can have so many ideas that go off like a sparkler in the brain, but they can run out of fuel really quickly. So unless you've got someone to kind of like keep you going, or you've got the mental strength and a stability to keep you going, it will just fizzle out. So I'm really pleased that she's managed to find a way to keep these things going. Yeah, and she says that living with ADHD, she says it's a positive shift in the way I feel about myself being a neurodivergent person in a neurotypical world. And I think that's great. I mean, if you look up the Lionheart Project, was one of her things where she did huge sculptures of animals. It's the largest single-handed crochet sculpture in the world. I mean, going from like doing giant animals to doing toilet rolls, some people would think that was a step down, but there's something about like the inanity of everyday objects that I actually find quite hilarious. I might get out some of the sock puppets that I've made that I don't know whether I'm ever going to show them in an exhibition or anything like that, but I think sometimes you have to make things just because you want to make them. And she was lucky enough to make something that kind of fitted in with, you know, current culture, or she was clever enough to market it that way. That's the sign of a good contemporary artist. Perhaps 90% of it is the marketing and the word of mouth. But I mean, I am a little bit jealous of that, but then again, I could just, you know, pull my finger out of my arse and get on with it. So, but anyway, I think it's great. It's fun. She creates 2 or 3 in a day, and no, they're funny. Yeah, they are. I mean, you know, she's got these plastic muscle men, and then she's put these crochet dresses on them, and then they cover the toilet rolls. It's fun, and you know, I wish I could find something to kind of latch onto in the zeitgeist that would make my work relevant. Because, and sometimes the thing about being ADHD is you make things that are so crazy that they're not really relevant. So I don't know whether I'm jealous or whether I think it's good representation or inspiration porn or not. I'm naturally, as a contemporary artist, you do kind of feel a bit, if you're not up there with the others, you feel a bit left out. It's really hard not to. I mean, when I was at it's hard not to resent other people's success, but I remember when I was at uni and people were getting shows and recognition before they'd even graduated, and I'm just thinking, what are they doing that I'm not doing? Is it because they're good looking? Is it because they're young? Is it because they can play the game? Is it because they've got lots of contacts or whatever? And I did feel a bit resentful, but the thing is, you can't go through life feeling resentful. I'm 50 now, and I still haven't cracked it. So I reckon it's probably me, really. I need to. It's been difficult with coronavirus because there hasn't been the normal art shows that I've managed to crack have not been going, but I've tried another one recently in Bath, and I'm hoping to hear back from them. Depends what their curators are like. I know there's one woman who kind of is in with that kind of thing, who quite like my work anyway, but that was at least 3 years ago now, and everything's changed, so all the contacts that I might have made have probably forgotten about me by now, which is lovely. But you know, you keep going. If you want to see some of my artwork, I might get some out for you next time. I can never decide what I want to do, because I think it's either crap, or I get bored with it, or I think no one wants to see it, or whatever it is. But yeah, it's nice that at least somebody who's got ADHD is doing something that she likes, and you know, concept and humour, a bright injection of colour and frivolity. I mean, what more do you want, really? That's what I like. Oh, wrestling dolls. Oh yeah, right. That's where she got her. I love it, wrestling dolls. Oh, you know, I had a friend with autism who used to get Cindy dolls and kind of refurbish them and that, and she would design gender neutral clothing for them. And honestly, Beth Clark, she was brilliant. But again, she's another one of these neurodiverse people who never gets the credit for her work. She never, people should like look at it, but we just stay under the radar, and it's not really fair, but that's just the way society is, isn't it? That's why I'm on here, isn't it? Talking about myself, showing off, because I think maybe one day somebody will be able to see what I do and think it's good. Who knows? Anyway, but it's lovely. It's great. And I'm pleased for her. Look at this. That is absolutely hilarious, isn't it? Bloody love it. I could put stills up, but I'd like to get this out now, really, and get it over with. So Shauna Richardson, she's on Instagram. Go and have a look at her work. Say that Mand sent you, and give her a link to this YouTube channel if you like, because I would love to have a chat with her and her work and things like that. And yeah, cool. I'm glad she's a lecturer, actually, because having somebody who could create things that are crazy as that and be an inspiration to artists of the future, and especially like neurodiverse artists who don't have it easy because of our communication skills or lack thereof. I think it's great that someone like her is in a position that she can create a good role model. So good on you, Shauna. Love to chat with you. Maybe one day before I croak, as I'm 51 years old. Oh no, it's too old. Anyway, that's all for now, worms. Thank you very much. Oh, and no offence. Stop nicking my catchphrase. Worms indeed. Oh, you young whippersnapper. Right, you all have a lovely weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't. That's not a lot, actually. Don't do anything. No, do everything. Do what you want. Have a lovely time. Stay safe. Yeah. Live every day as if you were famous. Make some meaning in your life if you can, because that's all there is to it. Every day is a new opportunity to screw up. Embrace that. There's some new merch coming soon, actually, both on my channel and my cat's channel. As soon as I get samples of that, I'll show you, because I want to see what it looks like. But it's very exciting. I've spent quite a long time designing that, and I'm also working on the next episode of the Adcast. So keep an eye out for that if you're not already subscribed to that. I'd love to hear your feedback on the first episodes that I uploaded last week. It might be a little bit long and boring, so yeah, any feedback that you want to give on that would be great. Also, thank you for watching this. Can you leave a banana in the comments below if you've watched this far? That's what they do, isn't it? Engagement! It's the thing! Oh, I'm never going to get monetized with this, but it's just so fun talking to you guys anyway. It's always a good laugh. Thank you for the support, and please check if you have been unsubscribed, because weird things happen afoot, and yeah, just press that button. Just press it. Press it now. Press that button. Go on, it won't hurt you. Go on, just do it. Press the button. Press the button. Press the button and my wrinkles will go away. It's magic. Yeah, so anyway, thank you for putting up with this little arsehole for another episode of this arseholery. And take care. See you again soon. Bye.